I don't bother with these hoes. Don't let these hoes bother me. They see pictures, they say ghosts. Bitch, I'm who they tryna be.
Welcome back to my channel. This time, it's only Ann with me today. Well, still the same day, but with me this time. And we are doing miniature story times. So, since it is my channel, I'm going to go first. And I'm going to tell my first kiss story. So, here's the thing about my first kiss. We needed a second try. Because I failed at first kissing. Let's just say you're supposed to lean in for a kiss going opposite directions. We were the awkward people who went in the same direction. We both leaned to the same way, and I almost broke his nose. But then the first kiss happened, and it was magical. And it was amazing. And then we broke up like 6 months later.
Awkward. It's awkward this time of year.
His name was, I'm gonna name him Gerald.
Oh, okay, that's a good name. Yeah, kinda.
First boyfriend ever. We were together for 8 months. On and off, because we always fought. And he was kind of a dick and kind of abusive. So I ended the relationship. So that's that story. The story
That
of
was
Gerald.
the shortest story ever.
Hey, I'm sorry. It was a first kiss story. Don't worry, there'll be more stories about Gerald to come. We'll do like our first fight, and it was really intense, and it got really bad. And I'll also do a story during this video of why we broke up. What I caught him doing that made us break up for good.
Stay tuned.
It'll be on this video.
To be continued.
It'll be on this video. Don't worry. You guys will get this
Seriously?
tonight. Yeah, I'm doing it on this. I'm doing
I
a
know,
bunch of
but-
Gerald stories. All right, it's your turn. What story are you gonna tell first?
Oh my
You got
god.
2 stories to tell. We're telling the mild
Shane
one
Dawson's
first?
video of Jeffree Star comes out tomorrow.
Okay. I guess you could tell my first kiss story, I guess.
My first kiss went a little like this.
Okay, so
Into ass.
it was in 5th grade. And I was not dating this person. But we were on the playground. It was like recess or whatever we've done. I don't know. Recess or I don't know what they do. But it was recess I'm going with. And there's like this pirate ship thing down at the school.
Ooh, girl, you young.
And it had this thing where you can go under the deck or whatever you would call it. And
The poop deck. Under the poop deck.
yeah.
So
And
below deck.
And his name was
Clarence.
no, I hate that name.
Sorry, Clarence's. This person will not like you because
His
of your
name was
name.
Brian.
You're gonna name him Brian?
Yep.
Ooh.
No, not the first time.
I know, what? They don't know what.
Alright.
Alright, and
So
then that was it, and we went in, and we never talked about it again.
my second story. Do you want to tell me the reason one of me and Gerald's first fight, or my first time doing something story, like anything? You want to hear more Gerald?
The other one.
Oh, my first time doing something?
Mhm.
Alright, we'll do my first time getting drunk story.
Tea's about to be spilled.
I was 14.
This
No,
is my
yeah,
tea.
no, I wasn't. I was 13. Because me and Gerald were still together. And I was in his room, and he brought in a bottle of tequila, and we drank the whole thing until he passed out.
Oh my god, sister tea.
And that's pretty much all my first being drunk story. I didn't puke. I handled it really well.
You didn't get hungover?
I got hungover the next day. I was home. By the time I got home, we fell asleep, and I woke up hungover like 2 hours later. But I went home, and my mom never found out about it. I used to
Sister
say,
T.
I used to tell my mom that I was going to my friend Angel's house, and I would go get drunk, then go to her
That
house to
is
get
some
picked up.
tea right there.
I'd go to her house, sober up, and then
Tea.
I would go to her house to sober up. She didn't even know I was drunk. And everyone knows now anyway, even though it's on YouTube, even though before I put it on here with my
I
family.
would not be able to do that because I can't keep a straight face and I have to tell people what I do.
Oh my god. And then there was time I got drunk at school, which everyone already knows that story, but I got caught drinking alcohol at school.
Want you good?
My
You're
friend
a
gave
good
it to me.
citizen.
I was. Alright, your turn for another story, because that was that story. That was another Gerald story, but
Alright, what kind of story do you want me to tell?
first time smoking weed.
This
Your
is some
first
Sister
time
T.
getting high. Let's do it. When was
Okay.
this?
It was November of last year. Bum, bum, bum. And it was with
You gotta make
My-
up names.
2 friends, I'll say. Cause, okay. I'll just say my 2 friends. I was with my 2 friends. And I was like, oh, I've always wanted to try weed. So we went outside, we rolled a blunt, and we went in the woods and we lit it
Where were you?
at my house.
You guys were here.
Yeah, we went in the woods. And where was I? Can't do this to me, Jordan. I have to stay on track. We smoked it, and the first time I did it, it was not good because I felt like my tongue was numb. It was just not a good thing, and like my eyes went blurry, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm never doing this again." But guess what? I did it like 2 more times after that. And many more to come. And then I just laughed the whole time. Like, I wasn't like, I didn't really get much of hits off. Like, I wasn't really that high. Like, I was a little high, but I wasn't that high. But that's some Sister T right there.
Alright, now we're getting back to Gerald.
Oh
Mine
my
and Gerald's
God.
first fight. 3 months into the relationship, Gerald decided to text his ex.
Oh, that's a sister no.
I saw his phone go off and his ex was calling him, so I answered it, and his
Oh,
ex
you don't-
said,
You don't look in people's.
no, he was in the room when I answered it. Yeah, he was right there.
Oh my.
He was playing his
Awkward.
Xbox. Playing freaking Minecraft. Shows you what a 13-year-old guy was doing. In freaking 8th grade. Well, end of 8th grade, summer before 9th grade. See what their minds were up to. So he's playing Minecraft and I answered. I said, what are you doing? And he goes, oh baby, I'm doing nothing. Want to come over? Thinking I was my ex. Thinking I was Gerald. Yeah. So that's when we broke up the first time. We got back together. That was our first big fight. We had like other little fights before that. But it was over like, we couldn't hang out and he'd get mad at me and stuff and we'd break up over that. We were really petty. But then the big fights happened and that was one of the bigger fights. And then we have the biggest fight, which led to us eventually breaking up and then blocking each
Oh,
other
for a
and
minute, I
everything.
thought you were gonna say makeup sucks.
And never, I didn't do anything with him.
I'm
Well, I
just
did
saying.
stuff with him, but not that much. I was 13.
Awkward.
But yeah, so that was that story. But we'll get into more Gerald after you tell another story.
Alright, I don't know what else stories I have.
Just do, but you don't have to do juicy ones. Just do like a basic story. Like
Don't scratch your wall.
I'm touching the heater.
Because then my mom will be able to hear it.
I don't have any more stories.
More stories? I can just tell my other Gerald story really quickly why we broke up. Then we can do other stuff on the channel later. We can do
Yeah.
reaction videos on my computer and stuff.
Oh my god, yeah.
I have a program on my computer that I haven't fully tested out yet, but it's screen recording. We can react to videos, and you can pause it. You can pause the recording so you can skip through parts of the video so you don't have the whole video.
Okay, yeah.
So you don't
You
get
tell your
copyrighted.
story and then we can do that.
All right. So the reason why me and Joe break up, this is real tea. Like
Oh,
it's
let me get
not
this
even.
open.
It's very juicy. It's very. It's a very big no-no. Warning. this video may trigger somebody because it is very.
So if you don't like it, skip through and have a nice day.
It has to do with sex. So,
yeah, hold on. Have a nice day, like and subscribe if you triggered. Next.
Don't talk loud though.
Yeah. Oof.
We had just got back together after a 1 month breakup.
That's not a long time.
Not a long time. We were seeing other people during that 1 month breakup.
Ooh.
And then we decided we wanted to get back together. We both ended our other relationships, blocked the other people online and everything. We blocked everything.
I would not block anybody.
And because we made an agreement that if we were going to be together again, we were going to be with only each other. Yeah, stupid me fell for that one. Because about a week or two after we got back together, go over to his house to see him. His mom is at home, so I let myself in like I always did. Because I practically lived at his house. I was at his house literally every day after school. He wasn't at school, so I went over to his house. He wasn't at school that day. I texted him, he said he wasn't feeling good because I went over to go see him to make sure he was okay. And I walk into his room. This is the triggering part, so if you don't want to hear this, you can skip through. He was with another guy in bed. But this was not just any guy.
It was your ex.
No.
It was his ex.
No. It's a lot worse than that.
Was it his brother?
No, it was his cousin. And not even like fourth or fifth cousin, it was his first cousin, like blood cousin.
Ew, I wouldn't do any of my cousins or any of my siblings or any
It's weird.
relations. Really.
That's why I said it's a triggering story because I didn't want to say, oh, it has to do with incest because I would give the whole like plot of the story away. But Gerald was a terrible person, and do you know what he had the audacity to say when I confronted him about it? Oh,
Well, you didn't perform well?
no.
Oh.
He goes, oh, you want to have a threesome? I walked out of the house. I said, we're done. I walked out of the house because I was still a virgin at the time. I walked out of the house, told them we were done, blocked on everything. And we talked one more time after that, and that was when I was in 11th grade. And he had moved to Albany.
Oh, F Albany. I'm kidding.
And then we never spoke again. I tried to get in touch with him again to try to start a friendship and like figure out everything, why he did what he did.
Why did you bring your bed so close to the closet?
I don't know, because I just pushed it away so I could get the chair through.
Oh, okay.
But he was... I tried to figure out like why he did what he did, what went wrong in the relationship, and he's never texted me back. He's never read it. He's never accepted the request to text me. So, Gerald, go screw yourself.
Wait, that's his real name?
No, that's not. No, his real name's not Gerald. I'll tell you his real name off camera.
Okay. I was like,
but
why
this is the end of this video.
Well, I'm not telling that story. So, we're done. Okay.